Hey guys, and welcome to my first ever Halloween makeover tutorial. I'm going to be recreating this zombie bride makeup look for you. I'm using all makeup just from my very own makeup drawer, but also a couple of pieces just from the pound store. This is some white cream makeup along with the Hourglass Immaculate Finish powder foundation. You can use any foundation, I just like the consistency of this one for this look. I've blended the two together, then using my Real Techniques buffing brush to pat it all over the face and also onto the lips just to give a pale finish ready to start the look. Then I'm using my Sleek makeup palette. This is the I Divine eyeshadow palette in Au Natural. It's got loads of great shades for this look, and I'm starting with a light grey all over the eyelid. You really don't need to be too precise with this whole look. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along, bringing it underneath the eyelid as well, then going in with a darker shade on the lid. Because I'm using all things from my own makeup drawer, it's great for a last minute look, so you really don't need to go out and buy anything extra special. So then I'm going in with the Naked Urban Decay Smoky palette. Again, lots of great shades for Halloween if you've got this one. I'm going to be using the purple on the crease of my eye just to give more definition to this smoked out dark look, and again bringing it underneath to create a really dark finish. Then I'm using a MAC eyeshadow quad. I've got another purple shade in there. Then my everyday brow products, which are the Urban Decay Brow Tamer Pencil and Gel. Then I'm using the Barry M Light Reflecting Concealer just underneath the eye area, partly because I've got a bit of shadow under there and it's a bit darker than I wanted, and also to kick off the contouring. Blending this in with my buffing brush, and then I'm using the Bourjois Colour Edition 24-hour cream. I think this is an eyeshadow, but I'm actually using it for some really dark, bruised looking contouring. Again, using just a Real Techniques contour brush here to really define the cheekbones, and I'm bringing it up along the hairline as well. I'm also patting it on my forehead. This is to make myself look a little bit more battered and bruised. You don't have to do this bit if you don't want to, but I think it just adds to the zombie look. Also down the neck and into my collarbone, just to make myself look a little bit more skeletal and bruised. I'm also patting it onto my lips. I want my lip area to look quite gory, as though I've just bitten into some flesh or something, so I've added the purple, and then I'm going back in with my Sleek palette, adding some white to the brow bone. Then, using a smaller brush, I'm taking the purple from the palette underneath the eyes. And back with the eyeshadow quad from MAC, just the purple one again over the crease of the eyelid. Again, you really don't need to be too precise here, just whatever you feel looks best. Then from the Naked Smoky, I'm using the grey to add a bit more colour and contour to the bruised bit on the forehead. And I'm also going to use this shade to create even more definition on my contour. So make sure it's all blended in along the hairline and down the neck as well. Also, if you do it under the chin, it just creates a bit more definition and shape to the face. I'm putting some purple from the MAC palette onto my lips as well. Create a bit of shadow and shading, and then using the Eyelure Party Snow Princess lashes just to give my eyes even more definition. I'm using the Rimmel Provocalips in the shade Playing with Fire just on my fingers to loosely tap it onto my lips. This is great because it's really long lasting, so it won't be going anywhere if you're out for the whole evening, and it's a pretty good colour match for blood. And then I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to really bind my actual lashes to the false lashes. I always go in with some mascara after false lashes. I think it just makes the two work better together. So you could finish this look here, or add some nice accessories, like I've got this spider tiara from Claire's, or do as I do and make it a little bit more gory with more fake blood, which I'm adding to the corner of the mouth to give this a really gory zombie look. Just again spreading it roughly with my fingers. Don't be too precise, you want this to look quite natural, as natural as a bloody mouth can look. And then whatever I had left on my fingers, I'm just bringing it down to the neck, giving this a really gory zombie look. And then I've put some purple shadow on my buffing brush and blending this out to complete the look. Then the finishing touch is of course the wedding veil for your zombie bride look. And that's it. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this makeup look. Please give it a thumbs up if you had, and if you'd like to see any more Halloween tutorials from me. And happy Halloween!